So welcome to the last game of Capoch versus Cyclops in T90's Titans League Gold League Group B. We will go to Land Madness, and I predicted that we will see Magias versus Khmer. The reason why I am wrong here might be that I don't know much about Romans yet. And that is the Civ Cyclops picked. I was right with the Magias pick by Capoch. And I would say we jump into the game. Cyclops here in red with the Romans. Main thing about them that I know is that they have strong scorpions, strong infantry, and 5% better workers, basically in every aspect. Capoch here with Magias, definitely a meta pick, and in my personal opinion, the strongest Civ on this map. We often see a lot of scout play on this map. The wood lines here are surrounded by a little bit of this wood ground thing, like in a forest ground. Let's say it's forest ground. And then this stony thing here. And you can't build this. So you can build a lumber camp, but you can't build a wall that gives you the option to run from your wood line to the TC safely. You can make a small wall here and wall in the wills that are working here. But if there's one archer, they have to open the wall, run out, and free scout food. And the whole map isn't really wallable because of that. You can wall in a ring around here, but that takes a lot of time. And therefore, scouts are a option that is chosen very often. Then we see spearmen on top of that to counter the opponent's scouts. And Magias with their cheaper scouts and free forging upgrade really excel on this type of map. Romans with the infantry bonus don't profit from that much. They do have to get a blacksmith up first and research the defense upgrade to have stronger spearmen. That takes a lot of time you often don't really have on this map. And if the Romans player is opening scouts, then he is weaker at that than the Magias player. And I'm a bit speechless because it looks like Cyclops is indeed walling here. He could wall from the edge of the map to the berries, then to the berries here. Then along the TC to this house. And then over to this side. And if he gets that done, he has two very safe wood lines here. 2 golds, a stone, pushes in deer here. And then he can buy himself enough time, maybe. I think I've never seen someone wall that early on Land Madness. I'm really interested if that could work. And I'm also not sure if one will walling is enough. And this will here is never collecting resources now. Okay, he's going for the wood now, but another will most likely start walling. Or is he just walling to the TC to protect this wood line better? Cyclops is going for loom already. Which Capoch is queuing now as well. I want to see how the collected resources differ. Cyclops even with more resources collected, even though one will spend a lot of time building these palisades. Just maybe shows that Romans are not bad with their eco. Both players now on the way to the feudal age. Capoch a bit later than Cyclops. And there are more walls coming. And a barracks. I think if he walls himself, he could go for spearman defense. But I'm not sure if that is really working. I want to move this a bit further down. Like this, for example. Okay, Capoch gets the barracks up as well. All his vills here inside this little part that collect the berries. These are still vulnerable, but there's the stable. So Cyclops is not completely relying on his walls. She wouldn't be able to, I think. I don't think this will get the walls up before the first scouts for Capoch are coming. He is building the stable as well. Absolutely not surprising at all. The first scout is coming. We already have a spearman here that goes to protect this vill here from early scouts. As I said, we already have forging for Capoch as his Civ bonus coming in for free. So a scout versus scout fight with equal numbers should always be won by the Magias player, unless he's taking a bad engagement where Cyclops gets 3 hits in before Capoch can make the first one, something like that. And same goes for spearman versus spearman fights. The scout running under the TC and is lucky that he didn't get shot at all. Can go for the Vil here now. The spearman wants to help out as well. Vil is getting saved. When there are a lot of spearmen for Capoch. 3 already. Maybe a bit of an overkill, but spearmen from Magias don't have a counter that Cyclops could make right now. I mean, with the Man-at-Arms upgrade, he could go for Man-at-Arms. He could also build a archer range. He has the wood for it. Maybe a little bit too much for my taste, but adding a lot of farms now. Oh, and he's going to fight the spearman here. Has enough vills for that, I think, but costs him a lot of idle time on those. It is losing 1 vil here. And is losing the fight against the scouts as well. Here. Oh, is winning that with the help of the TC. Yeah. But already 3 kills against the vills of Cyclops, and Cyclops also with way more idle TC time. 50 seconds more. That is exactly the time you need to build 2 more vills. So 5 vills difference. And Capoch with the way stronger eco is getting horse color now as well. Cyclops already has horse color and double bit X. Let's see how resources collected is looking. Now Capoch is clearly had their 4,000 resources more, and from the resources Cyclops has used, he put a lot into these palisade walls, of which Cyclops did significantly less. 11 tiles against 57. And I think each one is 5 wood? No, that sounds a bit too expensive. Let me check that. Is it even in the tech tree? Yes, palisade wall 3 wood, okay. But still, 46 more. 46 times 3. That's close to 150. So basically 1 blacksmith that Cyclops doesn't have yet, and that could help him out more than his opponent. Capoch already has all the blacksmith upgrades he wants in Feudal Age. While Cyclops would profit from a infantry defense upgrade. And the scouts here trying to fight kills, getting good damage against the Wills and the Berries, but the Spearman is around and with already low HP on 2 of those, they have to run away. We have more scouts in here, some Spearmen running in here, trying to kill this weak one, but good micro by Capoch here. And yeah, the Spearmen of Capoch do have 1 attack more. So the 1v1 will be won by Capoch until Cyclops can get a blacksmith and the defense upgrade. Then it switches. Oh, scouts here diving under the TC. Is Cyclops getting any damage done here? Not if he's not attacking. Really wanted to block off the Will here, but decided that it is not worth it. We could find some damage here. Capoch on the way to Castle Age. How much damage can these Spearmen do here? They have gotten a good engagement against the weak scouts first. I think the Spearmen would have won that fight easily. Now a lot of Spearmen and Cyclops finally with the defense upgrade. And it now comes in boosting the defense of the Spearmen by 2. So 4 damage minus 2 armor is only 2 damage. Because the 3 the Spearmen of Cyclops are dealing. Plus 1 soon, so 4 versus 2. Capoch is going for the defense upgrade for cavalry. There's so many spearmen around his gold. I'm very sure we will see knights in a moment from him. In a bit more than 1 minute and 10 seconds. Scouting the map here. And is engaging here now. As I said, his spearmen are better than the ones of Capoch. Which is going for scale mail armor now as well. But even then, his spearmen are weaker. Especially if they are running to the scouts and not fighting the spearmen. Now the scouts are engaging together with the spearmen. Are getting slaughtered by the spearmen. But Cyclops keeps a lot of his spearmen alive by that. They are all still kind of healthy. Bloodlines now for Capoch as well. And there's Castle Age. Cyclops still fairly far away. Does Cyclops have a market? No. Has the wood to build one? Isn't doing so. Second TC on the gold for Capoch. Needs to secure that. And then he can produce a lot of knights that already have the second attack upgrade. Bloodlines and defense upgrade were getting in for Capoch as well. Spearmen pushing away the Wills from the gold here, but 2 knights should clear that up. Spearmen of Cyclops are also running under the TC. Even with their extra armor, they shouldn't be able to survive too much of the TC. 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead. Double kill with the last volley here. Now the knights are knocking on on Cyclops' door. Those are enough spearmen to kill 2 knights. We will get pikemen soon as well, and I assume we get some siege on top of that. Maybe even scorpions already. Pike siege is a well-known combination of units. And also feared one. monastery for Capoch. I'm not sure how good the monastery tech tree for Magias is. I assume it's not that great. Knights trying to get in here, getting scared away by now 14 spearmen. 2 more are here. And yeah, no way that the knights can go through these houses fast enough. This farm might be deleted to build a house here. Maybe we get stone walls instead. And Capoch with a 12 will lead already. His 2 TCs are working way faster, obviously, than the 1 TC of Cyclops. And we get pikemen, squires, and the defense upgrade for the pikemen immediately. It's really hard to kill those pikemen then. I would say Roman pikemen are a counter to knights, even in early Castle Age. Especially if we have 16. There comes the siege workshop. Maybe a bit too far forward, and the knights might come in here. Cyclops gets the walls up in time. Really well done. There come the pikemen. I'm not getting enough damage done, but those knights are really weak now. Second TC for Cyclops as well. Still has to run after a more than 40 will lead for Capoch soon. Only 1 will working on that TC will take quite some time, and the monks, not the greatest unit against the pikemen. But getting some conversions can be nice. And Mangonel now. Do these pikemen keep their... Yeah, they do have 4 armor on each stat. So they are as tanky as the ones of Cyclops. Oh, nice Mangonel shot. Knight is converted, the only one that that Cyclops did. And don't think Knight is the play for Cyclops. Oh, good shot here from Cyclops, trading off the Mangonel for another Mangonel. Try to get a kill on the monk, but that one is healed back to full health, and Cyclops is losing more and more pikemen here to conversions and to monk fights. Also fights uphill and lost some too many. Apparently Roman pikemen are not a counter to Magia knights in early Castle Age. Maybe it was just the monks converting a little bit too many of the pikemen. We can make a guess, but won't know for sure, I think. But Cyclops is losing the 3rd game as well. Capoch, therefore, 1st place in his group together with Winchester. But both players with quite a lot of games to play before the season ends. And I will be back with Gold League soon as well. Most likely tomorrow, 12 GMT. Another Turk is playing then. Kasva is starting against Rapid, 8th of August, 12 GMT. And I will cover that as well.